my fellow crafters, and welcome to another video. First of all, I'm sorry that I haven't been posting very consistently. I've just been really busy with my kids since the school year started, so hopefully over the breaks and stuff I'll be able to get more stuff out. After the Squidward, I'm going to try to do some Nightmare Before Christmas themed pins so I can make those and post those over the next couple of days, hopefully before Halloween, but we'll see. Anyway, usually whenever I am making my pins and keychains, I like to color swatch to match the character as close as possible, but obviously today I didn't do that. I decided to pick a brighter green for Squidward as opposed to his usual bluish grayish color. So whenever I'm making my pins and keychains, I always save the black outlines for last because I use a pen. It's like a pen marker thing. It's made for vellum, so I figured it'd work well on shrink plastic, and it did. I've had it for like 2 years now and it still works great. You'll see it in a little bit once I get to the outlines, but I usually use that to do my outlines instead of using a black colored pencil. I use it last because the ink is really wet, obviously, so I don't want to use it and then accidentally touch it with the colored pencil or with my hand and risk smearing it, because once you do that you won't be able to save your piece. So it's better to just do it at the end. And I also prefer over colored pencil because the black Prisma colors, once you start drawing or coloring or outlining with that on the shrink plastic, because it's like a rough sheet, it ends up I don't even know how to say it. The wax from the pencil, there you go, the wax from the pencil just spreads everywhere, and you don't want it to get into the lighter colors like his skin or whatever, his eye where the white would be, because then it's just going to smear there too with colored pencils. Okay, here I was trying to do some fancy camera work which was not working out, so I just gave up on that. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I do my black and dark outlines at the very end, just to prevent any smearing from the colored pencil or from the marker. Going on with not using the proper going on with not using the proper colors, I decided to do this like magenta color for his feet. I thought it looked nice with the skin tone that I used for him. And then I meant to grab a gray, I think. I don't think I meant to do like navy blue outlines, but I had a bunch of my grays put separately in this different container because I was working on something else and I was using some grays and then I couldn't find them, so I just grabbed that navy blue pencil to do the outlines for his wrist. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. To do the outlines for the bandages on his hands. So here's the pen that I was talking about. It is the Zig Memory whatever writer for vellum, and you can find it at, I found mine at Michael's. If you can't find it in the store, you can definitely find it online. And it's double-ended. It has a bold tip and a fine tip, and I use the fine tip for outlines, and then I use the bold tip for coloring in. Like, for example, I did a Pocahontas keychain a long time ago and it ate up my black colored pencil, and I knew I didn't want to use a black colored pencil on her hair again for the same reason, that it was just going to go through the black colored pencil. So I decided to use this marker and it worked perfectly. I just used the bold tip to color in like her hair, for example. It's like a very large section to color in and it just went way faster with the marker. And obviously I've had this for like 1 or 2 years already and it still works great. So at the very end, I always take my plastic off of whatever I'm tracing so that I can see it against a different colored background. I hold it up to the light or like this against my white desk, and then that way I can see if there's any sections that I missed in coloring and then color them in. Next, we shrink Squidward down, and I always use my heat gun. I use that over the toaster oven unless there's something that I need to shrink in the toaster oven, like a very small piece that's just gonna fly away as soon as I hit it with the heat gun or whatever. More about that in my shrink plastic video. And then I traced this little tombstone with my pen on the clear shrink plastic piece, and as you can see, it doesn't look that great once it shrunk. I didn't end up keeping it in the end. I painted it and stuff, but then I didn't like how it looked, so it's not like hanging up on my cork board. I just threw it in with all my other shrink plastic pieces. Next, I like to add glitter after shrinking, and then the very last step is to add resin. And somehow the green looks like two different shades on the front and back of Squidward. I don't know why. But here are the finished pieces. By the way, I do have an Instagram now where I'm posting my little creations and drawings and stuff, so if you want to check it out, I'll link it below. I'll try to post on there as often as I can, but like with my YouTube, I'm pretty busy and stuff, so yeah, I'll try to get to it as often as I can. But here is the finished Squidward. Again, shamelessly showing you my Instagram name, so if you want to follow it, go ahead. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry I'm just suck at giving tutorials, but especially because it's been a while. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.